Welcome to the session. Today we're going to talk about transforming your pain. Many people carry pain with them throughout the recovery process, and I don't want to ever insinuate or make someone feel that going through these programs is going to somehow eliminate the suffering and the pain that you might experience. It doesn't matter whether you're going through this course, working with a therapist, going through a religious program, going through a 12-step program, or if you're even in rehab. None of that is going to eliminate the reality of some form of pain and suffering from your life. So I'd like to close off this particular session on Spiritual Reboot Capital by talking about the very important mindset that my most successful clients have when they are dealing with the reality of suffering. Your long-term success when it comes to rebooting is dependent on a certain characteristic. And that characteristic is your ability to transform your suffering and your pain into meaning. Why is this? Well, as you progress through the system, experiencing the highs of consistency and the lows of unexpected slips brought about by sometimes taking your reboot or recovery for granted, you will finally arrive at a point where you realize that this process matters. And you're going to have to confront that voice which will say, can you really do this? And it matters. Confronting it matters. Boldly facing the deep fear which whispers, oh, what if you never end this behavior? What if none of this works and you live with this forever? It matters. Confronting it matters. Rejecting the embrace of the dark, terrible horror which rises from the depth of your soul when you relapse after many months or even years. That voice, how could I let this happen after I put in so much work? How could I slip? How could I fall off the train? It matters. Now, in my journey, I came to realize that these experiences, these were not bad. These were not evil, as horrible as they sometimes seem. Like fear, the terror of a lifetime of bondage to this behavior, the deep sadness of contemplating my helplessness, the shame which you feel like can never be showered or slept off, the actions which I took, which you took, which we felt that we could never forgive ourselves for. You know what I mean. I stopped fighting them when I realized that they were simply human experiences. Everybody has their struggles. We are just those who chose or are forced by circumstance to confront ours. This alone is a reason to reject shame. When I observed these experiences and understood their nature, to my surprise, they filled the holes which they created with something even greater than they had taken. And that thing was meaning. All your pain, all your suffering, brother, it must be transformed to meaning. If you do not retain anything from this program, please retain this. It's a quality unique to human beings, the ability to use emotional pain as a tool for your personal evolution. This is what it means to have a human experience. It's just some of the cards that we've been dealt on this journey. How we play them sets the stage for how rich and fulfilling the rest of our journey in this body on this planet will be. When I say meaning, it's not cookie cutter. Meaning is not the same for every man. Life is a beautiful thing. I think life can be art. The meaning which is created from your suffering will be unique to you. Every bit of meaning you pull from your suffering are brush strokes on a canvas of infinite possibility. And to be honest with you, one of my selfish joys as a coach and a mentor in this field is watching you paint, is watching you create something within you which was never there. So brother, I want you to know that your suffering, which seems so unbearable, your journey, which seems so long and filled with setbacks, your long night, which shows no promise of a breaking dawn, brother, it matters. Maybe to you, perhaps to your wife, your child, or future children, your mission in life, whatever may come from it. Brother, it simply must have meaning.